Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite white colonizing Zionist, the Traveling Clad, coming to you live from the United States of America. Get your white colonizer merch down below in the description at thetravelingclad.com. And let's jump into this clip of Douglas Murray.
Supposedly fighting racism. Now let's talk about the Middle East, and there are growing fears that if world powers are unable to quickly reach a new agreement with the Iranian regime over its nuclear program, then a military confrontation is almost inevitable. There are reports that the US and Israel are coordinating a major strike against Iran, and it all depends on if whether Tehran will come to the negotiating table. Douglas, Iran denies it's seeking nuclear weapons, but Western powers know well that the nuclear program is just a disguised effort to develop a bomb, an atomic bomb, and the Iranian regime is crazy enough to actually use it.
Yes, I mean, as the Iranian revolutionary government pretends that it's simply seeking weapons-grade uranium in order to build a civilian and nuclear energy facility is something that nobody but an apologist for the regime could possibly agree with. It's been trying to get a nuclear bomb for many years now. The only reason that it hasn't is because of significant, largely covert action taken against them that has slowed that weapons program down. If the crazy Iranian mullahs in Tehran actually ever did get a weapon, the world would be, the Middle East and then the wider world would be in an incredibly perilous situation, the most dangerous situation we've been in since 1945, because nobody knows how you do nuclear détente, that is nuclear deterrence, against an end times Khomeinist ideologue regime like that which has been oppressing Iran for the last 40-something years. It's an incredibly dangerous corner. It's been a corner that we've been at for many years. One of the remarkable things, many remarkable things, that the Shiite extremists in Tehran have been doing just in recent days has been that members of that so-called government have been threatening the United States. Threatening the United States with Iranian retaliation, if the Americans don't do what they want. Clearly, the Revolutionary Islamic government in Iran thinks it holds the cards here, but nobody could really say it does. But if people love the rhetoric that comes out of Tehran and has been coming out of Tehran since 1979, if they love the rhetoric that comes out of it at the moment, the death to America, death to the infidels stuff, they'll love how the Revolutionary Islamic government in Tehran behaves if it ever had a nuclear bomb.
That's exactly the catch-22. All these people who sit on the sidelines and pretend like we'll be in a safer world somehow if we just ignore the threat of an Iranian nuclear bomb. You'll be super happy to ignore it once they actually have the bomb, when they're holding it in your face and saying, we're going to hit you with this if you don't convert to Islam or if you don't become a part of our colonial project. You're fine to not criticize and to not touch until it's knocking at your doorstep. But here's the thing. It's already knocking at your doorstep. You're just choosing to ignore it. Now, I'm unwilling to live in a world where your ignorance is bliss reality dictates my survival in the future. I want to have a good life in the future. I want my kids to have a good life in the future. I want to change the world in a positive way. Your decision to ignore the evils of this radical dictatorship in the Middle East doesn't absolve me of having to deal with it, doesn't absolve you of having to deal with it. You'll just, eventually you either get killed by it or you won't. But if it's coming for one of us, it's coming for all of us. And it's openly saying that it's coming for all of us. You might as well take it seriously. Heed the warning of Douglas Murray and international experts. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Buy some White Colonizer merch down below in the description. And I'll see you then. I love you guys a long time. Goodbye, Clyde.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.